Welcome back. I'm Dr. CJ Mertz. Thanks for training with me today. We're on the True North training blog, and this happens every single week. We're all here, and again, man, if you're loving this, tell some friends. Get them on here. You know why? It's really simple. Our purpose is to help you grow your practice. What happens when 10,000 practices are growing together? We're changing this world into an inside-out, healing, large community. Let's do it. And of course, every week I'm answering a question of real life things. These are just part of the dozens of questions that I'm answering every week for our clients. And one comes in from Dr. Patty, and this is from Illinois. And here's her question. Insurance billing has become an all-consuming, energy-zapping pit of quicksand for my practice. I did it to myself, but how can I untangle from this mess? Yeah, I'm not sure if I can solve this all in a few 5 or 6 minutes, but I will say this. There's 3 keys that I want to share with you today that have changed the practices of thousands of chiropractors in the United States. Interestingly enough, insurance issues are largely a U.S. problem. As most of you know, I travel around the world coaching chiropractors. We're in 45 different countries, in 16 different languages, and in all 50 of the United States. And I want you to know that outside the United States, chiropractic is virtually cash everywhere. And so an insurance issue is largely an issue in the United States. The first thing that we've got to do, or that you have to do, if this is a problem that you're dealing with right now, is you have to move patients away from copay consciousness into care plan consciousness. It can no longer be that people are paying $10 or $15 as the copay, and I'll tell you why. Number one, insurance always runs out. That's what insurances have in common. They run out. And chiropractic doesn't. Your principle is keeping people healthy for life. That is not the insurance company's purpose or objective whatsoever. So the one thing all insurance companies or insurance plans do is run out. Do you know research says that if somebody has been paying you like a copay for $10, $15, $20, do you know it only takes 4 visits, just 4 experiences of somebody paying you $15, $20 per visit, that is the value they have for the visit. See, that insurance that's being paid, it's sort of behind the curtain like the Wizard of Oz, and they don't really get that what you just did was worth $40, $50, $60. That's not what's happening. It's $10, $15, $20. And when the insurance runs out and you're going to try to have them now pay you $40, $50 per visit, they quit. And they always quit. And it's not because chiropractic doesn't work. It's not because they don't love you. It's not because they don't appreciate the care. You created a value for them that now is $10, $15. So unless you're going to have them pay $10 or $15, that is how it's working in chiropractic practices around the country. Stop that today. Decide today, rather than having people pay you copay, have them put a care plan together for an entire year. Let's say, for example, it's $3,500 worth of chiropractic care. Let's say the insurance company is going to participate $2,000 towards their care. Well, that's okay. But what they see is the entire plan. They see a $3,500 program, and they see that the insurance is going to participate $2,000 sort of towards their care, so that the remaining difference is what they're going to be responsible for. It's no longer copay consciousness, it's care plan consciousness. That's the first thing that has to happen in your practice. The second key today is to understand that in the medical field, and this is one of only a few things that we can really glean from them, that's a very positive thing, is very few practices, medical practices, you'll ever see with in-house billing. And so if you have moved to care plan consciousness, the next thing to understand is that outsourcing is a very smart move. And too many chiropractors are still doing all of their billing in-house. And so we're focused on all of those issues rather than doing what you love best and what you do best, which is serving patients and getting them well and keeping them well. Having your team really focused on loving your patients, serving your patients. Having in-house billing is a huge issue in chiropractic. And of course, if it's ever necessary for your insurance CA to leave, maybe their husband gets transferred to another state or what have you, most chiropractors wouldn't know how to keep that up and don't know the first thing about how to continue that process. And if insurance billing and collection isn't working, well, we don't know how to enter into that conversation. We're just sort of frustrated and we're not sure what to do. And outsource is an excellent, excellent suggestion, going from care plan consciousness and then what billing you are doing, have it outsourced to whatever company that you have researched that is proven to have done excellent work for chiropractors. Up Now is a wonderful billing solution, and look into that. And I'm suggesting that, but go ahead and look at other companies as well. Outsourcing, though, would be the second key, and watch the weight come off your shoulders. Watch your team just get fired up, not having to be so bogged down by the insurance nightmare that's going on inside chiropractic and inside your practice. And then the third key today, if we've gone that far, is to say, for all your new patients, start them paying cash today. Do you realize if you started your patients paying you cash, that within 12 months or less, you'd have a cash practice? Most chiropractors today realize that's the future. That whatever's happening, and of course there's lots of changes in the insurance industry, what changes are happening are all diminishing the services that they're covering for chiropractic. And I think you've seen that. And of course, there's only a few states left really that have excellent insurance coverage for chiropractic. Otherwise, and it's not just chiropractic, I mean, they're diminishing their coverage for everything. You have to ask yourself, am I still on that bandwagon? That train is about ready to leave the station. You don't want to be obsolete. You want to create a situation where patients can pay you the cash. Watch this. And whatever the insurance is going to participate, have the insurance company pay the patient back. In which case, once again, they see the benefit to having insurance. They see the relationship and the value of the care that you're providing them. And meanwhile, your practice is a cash relationship with those patients. Your team is no longer bogged down by that insurance. And in 12 months or less, you're not really a billing company anymore. These are the ways that you get yourself out of that mess. And finally, the most profitable practices in America are 75% cash, 25% insurance. The thought that people that have these big insurance company or practices are the ones that are making the most money, no, they have the highest overhead, the highest stress, and they do not have the highest profitability. Be working yourself towards that, 75% cash, 25% insurance, if not even more the other way, cash. And you'll see yourself in a greater position not long from now. If you need more help, just reach me at fplforlife.com and we'll communicate more. Until next time, practice with passion. Have an awesome day. God bless.